Hi everybody, it's Terry with Crafty Book Nerd here today with part 3 of our not so many 9x9 scrapbook. And just a reminder that I am using the Graphic 45 Let It Be collection. You can use any collection that you would like to decorate your book. But first, you know what time it is. Time for our quote of the day. And with tomorrow being Easter, I thought this was a great quote. It comes from Psalms 32:11, and it says, "Rejoice in the Lord and be glad." Yes, indeed. So let's get into it. In part 1, we made our pages, and in part 2, we made our cover and our hinges. So let me show you. When I put my pages in, I always start with the last page first. So let's go ahead and get our pages in order how they're going to be in the book. So this was page 1, just to refresh your memory, with the belly band on the back. Page 2. Page 3 is that triple pocket. Page 4 was just a little accordion fold out. Page 5 was another pocket. Page 6 was our waterfall. Page 7 was some flaps. And page 8 was another large pocket. Okay? So that's the order that they'll be in the book. But the order that I'm going to put them in the book is I start with the last one first. So I'm going to pull out from the bottom my last page, and that one's going to go here. Okay? So a little trick that I have learned through the years is to only take off one side of your score tape at a time, and also put a little bit of glue. Okay? And then I'm going to open that up and find that nice big pocket, and I'm going to get it on that hinge, top and the bottom. The first one you don't have to worry about lining up with anything, but all the other pages then will be lined up with your first page. Okay, give that a good push down. Then you come to the back and take your tape off the back. You can see it's not quite all the way down there. Let me see what's going on. Oops, get out of there. But it'll be good. It's fine. Okay, so there we go. There's a page in. Same thing again. Take off the first part here. Put a little bit of glue. Go to the next one on the bottom. It's the one with the waterfall on the back. This one's got a magnet. It might be a little difficult to get. Oops. Okay, not that one. We're putting it on here. Okay, there we go. Push that. And now you want to make sure when you put this one on that it lines up with the previous one, top and bottom. Where's my bottom folder? Good burnish down. Turn it over. Take out the tape on the back. And push that down. Okay. There's 2 pages in. Next one. A little bit of glue. This one has got the 3 triple pocket on the front of it. It's going to go in like so. The top part doesn't want to go. I apologize if I'm getting my head in here. It's hard to see and stay in frame. There we go. Got it. Come on, go on down. Okay, and I want to make sure I'm getting that lined up with the... It's not wanting to go in right there. There it goes. Okay, now we got it lined up. Down. Okay, back side. Tape off. I don't quite get it down here again either. And I usually do put glue in this part too. I forgot on the other ones, but I usually always put glue there as well. Okay. That one. All right, last one coming up. Still in frame. Yes. got some glue. Getting ahead of myself. All the way down. Line up with my other pages. Press it down good. Flip it over. Squeeze a little glue in there. If you have not got this Sweet Petunia little glue thing, I'm going to tell y'all, it's awesome. It's really helped my hands a lot. And the glue comes out really nice and it works good. Okay, there we have it. Our pages are in. There's kind of the top part. Here you can see how they turn. That one, and that one. Okay, so there we have it. Our pages are in our book. So the next thing I'm going to do when I do a book, now of course this is what I'm going to be selling, and so I don't really know if they're pictures or portrait or landscape, so I do a variety of both. If you already have the pictures you plan to do in your book, then you can mat them and then you can add them as you're doing this next part. You can go ahead and put the photos in. But since I don't know, and then some pages only lend themselves to a certain way. So what I do is I buy the 6.5 by 4.5 photo mats from Hobby Lobby when they're on sale, and I cut those to 6 1/4 by 4 1/4. And the reason I cut them and do that is because it gives you more room to decorate, and it still fits perfectly with portrait for your 4 by 6 photos without having to do any cropping on the photos. You can fit a 4 by 6 photo portrait, and you can fit a 4 by 6 photo landscape with a little bit of border around. So if you already have pictures that you want to put in this book, I would mat all my pictures and then I would lay them in the book where they would fit. But since I am not doing this with pictures and I'm just doing it to sell, what I'm going to do right now is just add my photo mats in this part of the tutorial. And then the next part, we will do all the inserts and then we will start the decorating. So I went ahead and I cut a bunch of these. I'm not sure how many I'm going to need, but I cut quite a few. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use some glue. And like I said, I love this little glue thing. It squeezes out so nice. And the first 2 flaps are going to be landscape, but you could put a portrait picture there if you wanted to. And you're going to put that, and the way that the book is made is that you're going to have, I know it's hard to see on this black, you're going to actually have a little bit of black all the way around. So it's almost like you're double matting. And then when you put your picture on there, it looks really nice. Okay? So just going to continue on putting some of these mats in. I'm pretty sure that this book will probably hold at least 60 photos. By the time we add everything with the tags and everything, it is a chunker. Okay. Just keep adding these in. I may not do every page like this because I think once I do a few, you'll get the idea of how this works. And then I'll finish those off camera and then come back with the actual using the decorative paper to decorate the book. Okay. All right. So this one's going to have a large tag here. Now you could, if you wanted to, I believe one of these will fit here for a photo, but I think I'm going to wait because I might put decorative paper here and then put this on top. I don't know yet. So I'm going to skip that page for now and go to the next one. This is going to have something in it, so I don't need to worry about that page right now. These are going to have tags in them, so I don't need to do anything there. So let's then go to our next page. All right. Now, what's nice about these flaps is that you can decide portrait or landscape. They both fit either way that you want to do them. And then we'll put decorative paper here, or you can put it in the middle if you wanted to and have decorative and decorative. I tend to do something more like this because then that way you could have a spot here for journaling, or if you had smaller pictures, you could put them there. But it really is just however you want to do it. And most people, their photos on their phone or are in the portrait mode. More than the landscape mode. Not too many people turn their phones, but I do try to do a variety. But since up here we've already got 4 spaces for landscape, I think I'm going to go ahead and do these portrait And so I'm going to usually put it toward the top, and then I'll put a strip here of something and a strip here. Now, if you want to, you can cover all of this with the decorative paper, but your decorative paper won't go very far if you cover the whole sheet. And so this is what I do. I put in my photo mats, and then I come back with strips of decorative paper. Makes your decorative paper go further, and it looks nice. So that's how I do it. So let's go ahead and get some here. I'm gonna put this kind of close to the top with a little bit of black showing on the two sides there. Okay. Now this page over here, you could do a 5x7. Or if you already had your pictures matted, you could even overlap. But since I'm making this to sale and I don't know, you know, what they're going to do here, I'm probably going to, I don't know. I'm going to think about it. I might come back and do a 5x7 there. So I'm just going to leave that blank for now. Okay, let's turn this over. We're going to do some more in the portrait mode here. Do one. Come on, this one, let's come down to the bottom. Give some there. And now let's do one this way, in landscape. So it's really good if you already know what you're planning to do and you already have your pictures, because then you can put them in as you're doing this part on your mats. Okay, and here, another one. Oh, I forgot. See here where it says, I know you can't see it, but it says R. That means I'm going to put a piece of ribbon there and a piece of ribbon here. So the ribbon will go under the paper. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this photo mat more this way, and then that way when I put my decorative paper there, I'll put my piece of ribbon under it, and that will tie to keep all of that closed. Okay, these two are going to be in the portrait mode. And what's nice about this is a great place for journaling. So you can do journaling there as well. I hope you're enjoying this tutorial series. Love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Love to have you as a subscriber if you're not already one. Any suggestions of anything that you'd like to see on my channel? Love to hear that too, because I am doing this for you, my fellow scrappers. I've had so many people say, can you teach classes? Well, that's what I'm doing right here. I am teaching a class and it is free. Okay. All right, we got another one of those that some's going to go in there, so I'm not going to do anything there. Okay, now we're at our waterfall. Now you could, if you wanted to, not even put a mat here. You could put your photos directly on here, but let me show you the difference. And this is going to be tight, but there is some black. But look how much better it looks when you put that piece, that cream piece, than the black. It just looks so much better. Now, one thing that you do need to do here is a magnet. So I've got a magnet here, and I actually use a washer there. That's going to keep that down, okay? So I am going to go ahead and put photo mats on all of these. And I'm not sure if I'm going to put one down here. I may leave that open for now. There might put a journaling card or something there later on. And we will decorate this little band later on too. So you do got a little bit of black around the whole thing on your waterfall. Well, you can see that this little book, that's why I call it a mini, but not such a mini, because it will hold so many photos. Put that down out of my way. Whoops. And making sure I'm still in frame. See how we're doing on time. Okay, 14 minutes, we're doing good. If I can get all of this part done. And you don't have to use cream photo mats. If you want to use a color that matches your decorative paper, that's fine. I usually either use cream or white when I'm doing a black book. And if I'm doing a craft book, I can use black, cream, or white. And if I'm doing a white book, then I can use black. But I thought the cream looked better than white with this paper. I thought the white was a little bit too bright of a white. And you're only going to see it, a little bit of it, when you put your pictures down. Yeah, when Hobby Lobby has their 50% off Paper Studio, I go and stock up on these mats, and they end up being very inexpensive. Okay, we got a couple more to do here. Moving on. And just a reminder, I do have books in my Etsy, and I'll link that below, books that I have made that are for sale, if you're interested in any of those, or know anybody that might be. Got a couple really cute Easter ones up there right now. So one of the Easter junk journals, but I've got a couple more. And if you're local to me, I can get those to you pretty quick. If not, then I will have to ship them. But they would be great for your Easter festivities coming up tomorrow. Okay, and I think we've got one more. Let me take the tape off the magnet. Okay. And I will put a little extra glue on this one because of the magnet, especially right in that part where it's going to be, to make sure that that stays down good. All right. All right, so there is our waterfall. Like I said, we'll come back and decorate that strip. Okay, let's move over to the next page. We've got some landscape flaps here to put mats on. I haven't even counted yet, but with the tags and everything, I'm telling y'all, this is going to hold a lot of pictures. It's going to look really nice. It's going to be a really good book to put on your coffee table with some fun things. This little Let It Be would be perfect for maybe a girlfriend trip or a family outing or a grandmother. I just love this paper. This graphic 45 is gorgeous. Okay. Okay, we got a nice, again, we've got this nice big area here, maybe a 5 by 7, so I'm going to leave that blank for now. Whoops, that was my CBN blocks that you heard. I just knocked them off the table. Sorry about that. Put this one and see. Let's do some more landscape. Let's do this one toward the bottom. That. Oh, we got a ribbon spot here. Oh, and there was a ribbon spot supposed to go under here, and I forgot it. So I'm going to quickly get that lifted up here. Let's see, I think the ribbon would be good under this one. Hopefully I can lift this up. I can. It's fine. Okay, and I picked out some green ribbon that I thought looked nice and some brown. I think I'm going to go with this green skinny ribbon. The reason I do this ribbon is because it keeps you from having to use so many magnets, and those things are not cheap. So what I'm going to do is get me a piece of tape, Scrapbook tape, put that there, that off, and stick a ribbon. See, I want to do it, I want it further down. Another piece of tape there. And that's when I wrote the R's and I didn't even see it to remind myself that I needed to put ribbon under there before, under the mat part. And I'm going to do a little loop maybe. No, I'm not going to do a loop. I'm going to just put it, I wanted it about right here, I think. Okay. And then to make sure it stays, I'm going to put another piece of tape on top to keep that ribbon secured underneath that mat. I know you're probably thinking, what is she doing? It'll make sense in a minute, I promise. And then I'm going to go ahead and put a little touch of glue where I pulled that mat up. And let's see. Not too much glue. Push that down good. Okay. I just kind of eyeball the length of this. If it's too long, I can always take some off. So we'll just kind of go right there, okay? So what that's going to do is I'm going to put another piece of ribbon here. Let's see, get it lined up about right there somewhere, okay? And then I'm going to put another piece of ribbon there. I'm going to put ribbon, come here, like so. And then that will get covered either with decorative paper, or if I put the photo mat there, probably will be decorative paper that close. So put that off. And then what's going to happen is if I put a photo mat, which I can go ahead and put that photo mat there, and then that'll take care of that. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go ahead and put this mat over that piece. Let me just cut that. Okay. We're going to do it this way. We're going to come close to the top as we can, keeping our ribbons secured. Okay. And then what you do is you take this, and actually what I'm going to have to do, now that I'm looking at it, is I need a piece under this one too, because it's not going to hold them both. Okay. Never had what, but that's okay. See, it's always a learning experience. So this will be a piece of ribbon, and that one came up easily. Thank you for that. All right, another piece of tape. And we're going to stick this kind of right here. Right. And this will get tied with the other one, so we'll have several pieces of ribbon tied in this one. It doesn't need to be very long when I cut it. Just trying to get it to lay flat right now. Okay, like so. A piece of tape to secure it. Things like this take time when you're doing a book. These little things that you do, but makes it all worth it in the end. But you don't want it. Okay. So now let's cut this one. It doesn't have to be about the same length. And what I'm going to do now is going to be tied twice. I'm going to take both of these with the one piece here, and I'm going to tie that. Let's see if it's going to stay very good. It does. It keeps it down a little bit. Better than it flopping all around. So we got to come back over here because we've got to get... Oh, we already did that one. Okay, good. And we were going to leave that, so we're good. Might have been better off doing a magnet for this one, but it's going to be okay. You just got through. You just can double those two and take the one and do him. And do a little bow. Just adds a little interest to your book. There we go. That works. And these might be a little long, but I'll cut them off later. All right, let's go to the next back page. Uh-oh, what happened there? Wrinkled. I had to put this here already because I had a little boo-boo. So only you know it because I just told you. Otherwise, you would have never known it. So I had to put that mat there. Let's put a mat here. Where do I want to put it? In the middle? I think I'm going to put this one like this and put pieces on both sides. Whoops, get a little bit of black with it. Okay. This one. I think this one will just come over here, kind of down toward here with a little bit here. Oh, that's crooked. That's why I like glue. I can move it. There we go. Okay. All right. So that takes care of those mats, the main mats. Let's count them just to see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Haven't done anything here yet. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 32. Just on those pages, not even done our tags or anything yet. And you can see what's happening here. Okay, let's see. What are we on time? 25. I think we're going to go ahead and stop here. And in the next video, I will do the covers and we'll do the inside tags and decorating. So thanks for watching. I will link parts 1 and 2 if you missed those and you would like to make this book. Appreciate any comments, any suggestions. Please subscribe, share with your friends, and everybody have a very blessed Easter.